Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Mass Effect. In the last episode, we rescued Dr. Liara Tassoni from Saren's men and a generally exploding Prothean ruin on the planet of Therum. And this episode, it's time for a bit of just random stuff around the galaxy, because basically there's a little more stuff we can do in the Artemis Tau cluster, because there is a couple of systems, there's two in here that we haven't been to yet. First, we're going to go to the Sparta system.
Message coming in. Patching it through.
Commander Shepard, my name is Nasana Dantius. I have a job for you. I can't say any more in an unsecured communication. If you're interested in hearing my offer, meet me on the Citadel so we can talk in person. I'll be waiting in the Diplomat's Lounge on the Presidium.
So, that's the thing. When you're just travelling around random places, you could often just get random little messages like that offering you quests. That was from someone wanting to meet us on the Citadel, and we'll go back there at some point. Firstly, you'll notice there's this asteroid cluster here. If we scan it, while scanning the asteroid field in the Sparta system, you found signs of habitation. A recon team was sent into to investigate one of the larger asteroids. The rock had a small functioning biodome, but no sign of anyone living there. There was, however, a data console with an intact Prothean data disk inside it. I believe we've not come across these so far. Prothean data disks are yet another one of the kind of potential collections here, which will be tracked by the kind of bottom bars. There's one more type that we haven't got yet and that we will be getting at some point soon. But yeah, that's just another thing for that. We can also get up here. It's Alsage, or Alsages, depending on whether you give a French pronunciation or not, which has a small deposit of plutonium on it. And then also, if we go over to here, there is Ontamalka, which has a large concentration of hydrogen. Have we found hydrogen so far? Not sure. It'll be on screen. Finally, this is the actual planet that's of interest, because if we zoom in...
Commander, I'm picking up a signal from the planet's surface. It looks like an automated distress beacon.
Indeed, this is the planet, you might recognise the picture, because this is the planet that Admiral Kahoku said the last kind of distress signal that came from his kind of platoon was on here. If you can do this without having spoken to Kahoku like we did back in the few episodes ago, but it made sense to kind of collect it from him rather than just kind of turning up here. There's always, in each system, there tends to be one world that you can land on. There isn't always, but there's never, can't think of any cases where there is more than one world to land on in a particular star system. So yeah, let's go and touch down on Adolis. I'm going to take, where are they? Liara, because we haven't seen much of her yet, and Garrus with me. So, first things first, Adolis is a cool looking world. It's in the bit of a middle of a meteor storm at the moment. It's ugly, but cool. A few bits of admin to do. Firstly, let's do some squad stuff. I've got bloody 4 points myself, so I'm going to give 2 of them to tactical armour, because now then... You know what? I'll give 3 and unlock medium armour. Yay! Medium armour is better. I don't think there are actually any disadvantages of having medium armour, so that's awesome. And then now I'm going to work on decryption for myself. Partly because then you get decryption, and partly you unlock first aid, which makes Medigel so much better. It's brilliant. Like, first aid's not a power you have yourself, it's just what you have when you use Medigel, but the higher your first aid skill, the better it is. Liara. Liara. Liara is awesome, because she is a kind of true biotic. She has no combat capabilities other than a pistol, and she doesn't even have pistol skills, but she has so much cool biotic stuff. So we'll level up Warp to advanced level, because then we unlock Singularity, which projects a sphere of dark energy that creates an intense Mass Effect field. Nearby objects will be drawn into the Singularity, unable to escape its gravitational pull. It's awesome, and I'm going to give so many points to that. I'll give probably a few to throw. I don't really use lift at all, so I'm not going to bother with that. Lift just literally throws them up into the air. Throw is a bit better. And I'll give the rest to first aid, because like I've mentioned, first aid is incredibly useful. Actually, I'll give 2 to barrier, just because she's not very combat capable, so she needs some shields every now and again. Oh, Garrus, got a lot for Garrus. Let's give him advanced overkill. We'll level this up for a fair bit, and we'll unlock medium armor with him as well. Give him some decryption training, just in case. And that'll do everyone. Uncharted Worlds, now, what we're on at the moment, always have kind of the same map structure. They're all square, and they all have a few things on them. Like you can see, there's anomalies, there's debris, there's points of interest. But there are also a few things which aren't on the map. So in these ones, I will bring up the map in the corner, and then from there, basically you can see, rather than show me travelling between them, I'll just kind of show the actual interesting points which I'm going to. So first, we're actually going to go, where is it? It's about here. If you set a destination, when you come back, that destination appears as a white thing on the map. So I'm going to go and drive over there. Now, as we approach this destination, you can see it's actually marked on the map. The destination is there as the flag, but there's also this kind of orangey thing that wasn't on the main map, it's just on the radar now. Oh, the Maker. Sometimes useful, but sometimes incredibly annoying, and I tried to drive up something that was clearly way too steep for it. Sometimes these worlds can be like the Uncharted worlds can be a real bugger to navigate, especially the really mountainous ones. This one isn't too bad, but some later ones really are. But anyway, if we come into here... Oh, it landed right on top of it there. Can I... Oh my god, I thought I was stuck on it there. So this is... If I can get out. It's not letting me get out because its terrain is too steep. Oh, I hate driving this thing. Come on, right to the left. Left. Okay, that works too. There we go. So, on the surface, you all kind of like mask up and have like the proper breather part of your mask on, but this, polonium deposits. Yes, you can get rare metal deposits on planets too, and you have to survey them manually, which means coming up to them, and then you survey them, basically, it's like decryption. It's exactly the same as decryption, except I believe you don't need a skill in it, and if you fail it, you just get to try it again. But yay, some polonium for the collection. Put a little markup in case you are kind of looking for these later. They then it'll show up on your map and have a little circle over it so you kind of, you've got it. And there's kind of a number of these, like I believe on this map there's also another one there. Mineral deposits never show up on the map, on the kind of overworld map, they only ever show up on the radar. Fortunately, I know where they are, so kind of you're fine as long as you follow my guide along. Now you can see that this one is a deposit of palladium, which we've not come across yet, and also while we're in the Maker, if you look on the map, you'll see a red kind of bit there. That's basically the edge of the map. If you try and go beyond there, I'm not sure entirely what happens, but I think one of your squad mates said, "Hey Shepard, turn back," which feels slightly odd, but oh well. This is a nice little bit of palladium for the collection. There we go. And there's one more mineral deposit on the map, so we'll head over there. This mineral is actually slightly easier to spot because it's so bright. You can kind of see it, and it's kind of such on such an exposed hillside, you can see it from miles away. It's awesome. But this is a deposit of lithium, which, as with the other ones, will also add to the collection. Let's also do the decryption right. There we go. Get a little bit of credits and a little bit of experience from all of these, which 800 credits, that's actually quite a lot. Now we're going to head kind of up and to the kind of northeast a little bit, over to the debris that you can actually see on the radar now. Now, in 90% of cases, debris usually means crashed probes, or think kind of like any kind of space gizmometry. This is what electronics skill is used for. These can only be done with electronics. Again, it's the same minigame as decryption, but it's what your electronic skill is used for, and they always have a lot of kind of just useful upgrades. Dude, high explosive for the grenades number 4. We got number 1 back on the Eden Prime in I think the second episode from Powell, but that's pretty cool. Like probes, they're never anything plot importance or stuff like that. They just give you some useful powers. Finally, we're gonna head up to we're gonna head up to the anomaly to the north first. Now again, 90% of the time, anomalies tend to be things that will help you with the kind of like where the hell is it? With the like collections that you've been working on. The various things like ID tags and Turing insignias and Prothean data disks and such. And indeed, there's a mummified Solarian. Just looks like a normal Solarian to me, but hey. Recovering artifact. This minigame. Again, there's a slightly different version of this minigame on the PC version, but hey, we get a Solarian ID tag from that. As you can just see, there's only one bit left on the map we haven't visited yet, which is the kind of central anomaly, so we're going to head over there. Now, this anomaly... Oh my god, that's a hell of a jump. This anomaly was the Alliance distress beacon that Joker mentioned when we first kind of landed here. You can see it in the middle there. So this is the kind of source of the team's distress signal from UNC Missing Marines. And indeed, if we approach it... Holy tits! Yes, this is a Thresher Maw. They're a kind of space worm species thing, and they're extremely annoying to fight. It killed us already, because I was way too close to it. Don't get close to them, and against them, your shields do nothing. They only just hurt you kind of directly. So very, very annoying. Yeah, I'd really recommend saving immediately before this, because if you have an autosave, fortunately I did, but if you have an autosave, it'll only revive you at the beginning, like, of the planets, like, when you just touch down, so you'll have lost all the minerals and stuff you gathered. Tricks for fighting the Threshold War. Number 1, stay on the move. Number 2, keep it at a distance. Ooh, it's behind me. Number 3, use the zoom where you can. Use both weapons, and, like, so kind of the machine gun and the, shooty explosion cannon. Its shots are, it's kind of like the shots from the Colossus, that they can be really, like a Geth Juggernaut or Colossus, they can be, not Juggernaut, oh my god. Its shots can be really slow moving, but if you're up close to it, it can be a bugger. It hasn't actually fired a shot at me next, that's mostly because I'm kind of still moving. You can do the trick again, where you kind of fight them mostly in the Mako and then hop out at the last second and take them on foot, and you do get a ludicrous amount of experience for it. You don't actually have to fight this one like I'm currently doing, but it makes a lot more sense to do so, because basically we kind of need to investigate, oh, there we go, need to investigate the base in the middle, and it's harder to do that when you're being shot to shit by a giant space worm. That looked like something from June, there we go. Oh no, it's not dead yet, so I just got some experience for another reason. Why is it not dead? Why did I get experience? What? Game? What are you doing? I think it's actually dead now. There we go. I didn't mean to say June, I meant Tremors. It looks like a graboid from that. Anyway, now we can kind of examine the base, and there's basically a marine transport and a lot of dead marines, if we examine them.
These are Alliance soldiers. It appears they were lured here by the distress beacon.
Looks like these men were under Admiral Kahoku's command. We'd want to know what happened here.
So, these were kind of lured here by the distress beacon, which just led straight to a Thresher Moor, and these were indeed Admiral Kahoku's men, so kind of he should know about that. So, let's return to the Citadel and tell him. This can take me about 10 minutes because of how long all the loading screens and stuff are, but, oh yeah, just so you know, actually how to leave, you need to go onto the map, and then press X to return to Normandy. Now, back on the Citadel, there's a number of things we can briefly do. A lot of stuff has opened up now that we've completed the first of the kind of the plot worlds, which was Theorem. There's this keeper, which we didn't get the chance to scan last time, because the last time we were up here was a cutscene. And there's this bloke standing here, Rear Admiral Mikhailovich. So let's have a little chat with him.
Rear Admiral Mihailovic, 5th Fleet.
Commander Shepard, SSV Normandy.
You don't know who I am, do you, Commander? I command the 63rd Scout Flotilla. You and the Normandy were slated for my unit after shakedown. Then the Council got their paws, claws, tentacles, whatever. They got them on our ship, and you.
I still serve the Alliance, sir. As a Spectre, I can advance our interests to the Council.
You still know what color your blood is, Shepard? I don't begrudge the politician's decision to throw you to the Council. It's an opportunity. I do begrudge this over-designed piece of tin, though.
You don't approve of the Normandy's design?
This experiment diverted billions from our appropriations bills. For the same price, we could have had a heavy cruiser. But no, we had to make nice to the Turians, throw money at a co-developed boondoggle. I'm here to make an inspection, Commander. Normandy is an Alliance warship. I intend to see she's up to snuff.
I'm sure you'll find everything in order, Admiral.
I'll just bet. Wait here. I won't be long. Commander, I'm not happy.
What did you find out of order?
Who designed that CIC? Putting the commander aft of everyone else is inefficient. What if he needs to discuss with the operators toward the bow?
Now, at this point, basically, in order to defend the honor of the Normandy, you either need to use Charm or Intimidate options. I don't have the Intimidate ones unlocked, obviously, and I don't think I have enough Charm to do all of them. There's about 4 questions he asked you, and each one requires successively more Charm points. I don't think I quite have enough to do all of them, but I'll try.
Modified Turian style. They prefer commanders looking over their subordinates rather than in the middle of them. We wanted to see how effectively they can command with that setup.
Reasonable goal, but they should have studied that in a lab rather than on a frontline warship. I had to shake my head at that drive core of yours, 120 billion credits of element 0 to make this thing able to move without giving itself away. You realize we could make drive cores for 12,000 fighters with that money? What good is it to hide for a few hours anyway? Useless.
We can loiter in an enemy system and monitor traffic, or drop infiltration teams on enemy worlds. Normandy could be more effective than the Solarian STG.
Maybe. But that's not the job of a proper warship. We're supposed to find and kill the enemy fleet, not count how many times their garrison goes to the bathroom. And we need to talk about your crew, Commander. Krogan? Asari? Turians? What are you thinking, Commander? You can't allow alien nationals free access to Alliance equipment?
Between Saren and the Geth, we have enough enemies out here. Treating other species with suspicion and distrust won't win hearts and minds.
That assumes the hearts and minds are worth winning. That hasn't been proven yet. You have anything else to say, Commander? Any other justifications for the state of this vessel?
Damn, haven't quite got enough charm for the final one. Oh well. I tried.
None, sir.
Very well. I don't agree with any of this, but your reasons seem sound. I'll be submitting a report to the Joint Military Council. It will not be as negative as I'd planned. Good hunting, Commander Shepard. Make us proud.
So after that, you get Paragon, a bit of experience, quest complete, and Paragon and Renegade points equal to how naughty or nice you were to him during it. It's when you start to see an interesting thing there, because essentially... Oh, hold on. We might get some important elevator stories. Let's see. No, we've had this one already. Oh, well, it doesn't really mean anything. But basically, yeah, he's an interesting case of basically a lot of the old soldiers in this are quite a similar kind of character, because basically humanity's only been spacefaring for about, 100 years at this point. So a lot of the old soldiers remember what was called the First Contact War, which was when we first discovered other civilizations in the galaxy and had a bit of a fight with the Turians. And a lot of the kind of old soldiers are still kind of very xenophobic. I suppose it's still xenophobic when you're talking about aliens, isn't it? Because of that, and it's interesting to kind of show that off, and that character's kind of very much like that. He's not very non-progressive, and it's good to be able to argue against him. Now here, we actually have another side quest we can do straight down in CSEC, which is why I showed the elevator ride. Here is Kalisa Al-Jalani.
Commander Shepard?
Let's have a little chat with her.
Kalisa been seen in Al-Jalani, Westerland News. Would you answer a few questions for our viewers?
What do you want to know?
You've been given a unique position to represent our race. People want to get a sense of how you'll do that. Humans have been trying to get the respect of the galactic community for 26 years. With that in mind, what are your feelings on being the first human Spectre?
The Spectres represent the best of every species in the galaxy. To be asked to join them is an honor.
Some have said your appointment is the Citadel throwing humans a bone. Have you encountered any situations where the Citadel asked you to place its needs before the needs of Earth?
The Council is concerned with the needs of the whole galactic community. We're part of that community now. Our needs are on their agenda, but we're one of many.
You really do believe that, don't you? You've been given command of an advanced human warship for your missions. Is there anything you'd like to say about it?
Now, at this point, you can see another kind of interesting choice. Basically, obviously, how you talk in this interview reflects on the Alliance, and will give you Paragon and Renegade points, as well as influencing some future stuff. If you select this bottom option, I'm not going to do it, but it's glorious. We've seen Shepard do a similar thing like this at the moment. Were you to select this option...
I've had enough of your snide insinuations.
You bitch! I'll make sure everyone in the Alliance sees that. Your career is over.
And that is still one of the best moments in the entire game, but alas, not going to do it.
Actually, the Normandy was co-developed by human and Turian engineers. Its design incorporates many innovations, all of which are classified, I'm afraid.
So the Turians have knowledge of the Normandy that is being kept secret from the Alliance public? Do you think it was appropriate to hand Earth's most advanced warship over to the Citadel?
I wasn't aware it had been handed over to anyone. I'm in command, and last I checked, I'm human. Same goes for my crew.
Human, yes, but you do work for the Citadel now, Commander. One last question, Commander. Rumors back home say you're tracking a rogue Spectre named Saren. Do you have any comment on that?
I'm afraid I can't comment on whatever my current assignment may or may not be.
Don't worry, we'll find out. The eyes of Earth are on you. Don't let us down. Thank you for your time, Commander Shepard.
She's a slightly slippery and annoying character with questions like that, so that's why I decided to give her the "that's classified" response, just as a mild fuck you. Anyway, now we need to actually go to what I came here to do, which is go to the Citadel Tower. And now here, in the same position as last time, is Rear Admiral Kahoku. Let's inform him about the fate of his men.
Commander, any word on my missing men?
I'm not sure how to tell you this, Admiral. Your men were killed by a Thresher Maw.
A Thresher Maw? That's not... My men wouldn't just stumble into a Thresher nest. Not the entire unit.
Somebody lured them there with an Alliance distress beacon. Placed it perfectly so they'd land right beside the Thresher nest.
Damn it. I had a bad feeling about this ever since my team disappeared. An Alliance beacon used as bait, my unit wiped out, and nobody seems to know anything about it. Commander, I appreciate what you did. Now I need to do my part. The families of those Marines deserve to know why they died.
I hope you find what you're after, Admiral.
I will, Shepard. I'll let you know when I find anything out.
Ooh, level up. Might as well do that now. We'll pretty much end the episode off there. Give myself some decryption. Give Liara some bit barrier, bit of first aid. And we'll give Garrus some sniper and some advanced shield boost. So, yeah, we've done some stuff this episode. We've investigated the Marines and found out they were slaughtered by a Thresher Maw in the... Ooh, Keeper. In the coming few episodes, we're gonna basically... We got that mission at the beginning of the episode from Nasana Dantius, saying she wanted to speak with us on the Citadel, so we'll go and do that while we're here. But other than that, yeah, next episode we'll be doing a few more side quests throughout the galaxy, mostly focused on the kind of Artemis Tau cluster region. Thank you very much for watching. I've been the Doctor with the Infamous Gentleman, and this has been Mass Effect. Good day.